Would you like your portrait, sir?
A portrait?
Yeah, a portrait. Would you like me to paint yours? I mean, the light is beautiful, and I like to work in the evening.
Well, as a matter of fact, so do I.
Great. Actually, I was going to close up when everybody else did, but I had this funny feeling I'd get another bite. I mean, that is, that somebody else would come along. You don't mind if I work from Polaroid? It saves you having to sit for an eternity while I sketch you.
Maybe I have an eternity.
Right. Just takes a while sometimes. It's kind of funny. Actually, this must be some kind of...
I wonder if anybody's ever thought of that riff before.
Love's like a factory, pouring out your smoke to me.
Chris, that was very good.
You think so?
Absolutely. You're wasting your talent keeping it locked up here in your room.
Well, I could never play in front of an audience.
What do you mean? At this volume, the whole neighborhood's been your audience. I have the threatening notes to prove it.
My brother the rock star. I can see the first video now. Dry ice, chrome motorcycle, 20 babes in spandex.
What do you know about babes in spandex?
Maybe more than you think.
But before you get anywhere, you gotta get over your stage fright.
I don't have stage fright. I'm just frightened of audiences.
Doesn't matter anyway. Who'd hire you to sing?
Lots of people.
Yeah, right.
You don't think I could get a gig?
Maximilian, don't provoke your brother. Let's leave him to practice.
Yeah, he needs plenty of it.
Uncle Gustav, you'll never guess who came to my rehearsal.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No, the Contessa Dolores y Suarez.
Suarez. I know that name. She's that Spanish jet setter, isn't she?
Yes, and she's really famous. She's on the board of I don't know how many symphonies and opera companies. Composers dedicate their music to her. She can't even take a taxi without ending up in the newspapers.
So what was she doing at a rehearsal for a youth orchestra?
Only looking for someone to show her around the city. Someone witty, charming, knowledgeable, familiar with the arts.
Too bad she chose your friend Giselle.
No, she picked me. I've got to hurry and change. She's taking me to the symphony this afternoon. And Giselle, she's not my friend. She's a jealous, spiteful little gossip.
But apart from that, I bet she's a nice person.
Uncle Gustav, this could be a real break for me. What if the Contessa became my patron? Next year at this time, I could be playing at the Symphony in Madrid, or at the Metropolitan Opera, or at...
Fat Eddie's American Rock and Roll Shack. Amateur night. Hacks wanted. I gotta go.
What's he talking about? I don't want to play the viola at some fat guy's shack.
I don't think he was talking about you, Sophie.
It's good of you to walk with me, Sophie. I get so tired of limousines. Sometimes I think my feet never really touch the ground. You are a very bright girl. Have you ever considered traveling, seeing the world?
Of course, but this is my home. Besides, I couldn't afford it.
Oh, an artist should never worry about money. Money is common. It can always be found. But talent is rare. Did you enjoy the Tchaikovsky this afternoon?
Oh, I thought it was just beautiful.
I love Tchaikovsky. The glory of the sound, so free of all meaning. It's wonderful. He was a very dark soul.
Really?
He killed himself, you know. But we are left with his music, which we must preserve. I have an important meeting later on. Enough walking for one day.
It's an attractive proposition, although frankly, I'm a little overextended at the moment. But I would like you to discuss it with one of my people.
One of your people? Really, Alexander? Are you always this impersonal?
Impersonal? You're the one who slipped into town without calling.
How was I to know you would even remember me? 2 brief dances at a charity ball nearly a year ago.
I think you know perfectly well how memorable you are. Please, I insist that you come to the castle as my guest.
Oh, no, really. I couldn't impose.
Stay as long as you like, longer even. I'll tell you what. Come stay in the castle, and I'll set up a dinner for you with Pierre Marquette. He handles all my charitable work. You can discuss your scholarship program with him, and I'll see that he approves it. Agreed?
What else can I say? I am overwhelmed.
I was hoping you would be.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and how about a hand for the band? I don't have a band. Now I'm gonna do something off my new record. I don't have a new record. I don't have a record. This is hopeless. Why did I do this? Soph, let me just try this on you.
I don't have any time.
This is how it goes. Good evening and welcome to Fat Eddie's American Rock and Roll Shack. My name's Chris, and please don't hate me or laugh at me. Because it's my first time. Soph, I really messed up. I went out and I got this gig, and I hate playing in front of people. Soph, are you listening to me?
It'll be great. Let me know how it goes.
Yeah, thanks. Max, let me try my act on it.
Oh, come on, Chris. Can't you see I'm busy?
World's Greatest Symphonies?
The Contessa says everyone should know about this stuff.
The Contessa? If the Contessa told you to go have dinner with Lecard, would you do that too?
Alexander, you are such a gracious host.
Why, thank you, Contessa.
An urgent message for you, sir.
But I hope you won't consider me ungracious if I tell you I've been called away. Some business in Lausanne that cannot wait.
Oh, no, I don't object at all. Now that I know Monsieur Marquette makes the decisions concerning your cultural donations.
And I know you two will get along. I must fly. Marquette, take care of the Contessa, won't you? Believe me, Dolores, dealing with Monsieur Marquette is just like dealing with me.
Tell me about Spain. What's it like?
Oh, it's like nothing else in the world. A poet once said that, really, it's a part of Africa, So exotic and unknowable.
It's a different world.
Oh, from what I normally do, yes, it is. For a rich woman, I always seem to have my hand out. Please fund this charity. Please help out this orchestra or this festival. Although, if all the patrons were as handsome as Monsieur Lucas, I doubt I would complain so much.
As handsome as who?
Alexander Lucas. Oh, Sophie. Don't tell me you are impressed by billionaires.
I don't think impressed is really the word.
He's a delightful man. I'm staying at his castle, as a matter of fact.
At his castle?
Well, yes, why not? He's away for a few days. It's very proper if that's what you're worried about.
Contessa? If I told you something that I believed, something that I couldn't prove, something that sounded crazy.
Oh, Sophie, you can tell me anything. Unless it's some stupid piece of gossip or hearsay. I'm the victim of that sort of thing myself all the time, and I couldn't bear to listen to anything childish from you. It would break my heart. So tell me, what is it?
Never mind.
Love's like factory. Born out your smoke to me. You gotta love, gotta stop the clock. Meet me out later in the parking lot.
It's no good.
No good? It's wonderful, Chris. You're gonna rock the house down at Fat Eddie's?
Rock the house down?
You think I'm not hip to the slang you young people use? Far out, Daddy-O. Is that you, Sophie? Sophie!
Was that Sophie I just saw tearing down the street?
Apparently.
Oh, Uncle Gustav, your desk is a mess.
How can you tell?
The pictures Max took of Lucard, they're not here.
What? But these are our only proofs of Lucard's a vampire.
Wait a minute. There's a lot of stuff missing here.
Well, where would Sophie be taking all this?
Somewhere to show someone the pictures of Lucard. Somewhere where she knew she'd need protection from vampires.
Max took these. They prove that Lucard is a vampire.
Monsieur Lucas, a vampire? Oh, my.
No one believes us, but you have to.
Oh, but I do.
You do? Then you know we have to get out of here right now.
Leave here? My dear Sophie will do nothing of the sort. Why, we may just stay here forever, you and I. This is really amusing. I had no idea Lucard was one of us. This is a marvelous sanctuary. I will make it mine. And yours, too.
What do you mean?
I traveled here to find an apprentice. I have chosen you.
Be careful. Just because we haven't seen Lucard doesn't mean that there aren't other dangers here.
Yeah, and Sophie has all your best weapons.
Keep away.
Dear Sophie, don't you want to stay with me?
Keep away from me!
This place is too big. You know, I bet even Lucard gets lost in here sometimes.
Let's try the east wing. Hurry!
Look at the size of this violin.
Think of it, Sophie. You and I together, a team, immortal as music.
Contessa, where are your manners? Well, knock me down with a feather.
Get your hands off me, peasant.
When Marquette didn't report in to me on schedule, I had a feeling something was amiss. Oh, pardon. Hello, Sophie.
She's mine.
Not bad, my dear.
You are old, Lucard. I am going to take all of this from you.
My dear Contessa, you're not the first pretender to my throne. I disposed of the others. I'll dispose of you. Your move.
You saved me.
Of course I saved you. For myself. If anyone is going to destroy the little friend of Gustav Helsing, it's going to be me. Not some third-rate princess with more ambition than sense.
Come on.
Young lady, you have some explaining to do.
We'll be going now. You know the way out. You okay?
Yeah.
Come on, guys. It's this way, I think.
Love is a factory. Pouring out your smoke to me. You got love, got push the clock. Maybe I live in the parking lot.
He's all right, huh?
Yes,
That shit
indeed!
don't seem to lie.
Hair's pretty cool, too. Can't wait till Erasmo got it.
That's to be expected. I don't see any of that stage fright he was worried about.
Why should there be? No one here to be afraid of.
Yeah.
No, really, Giselle, I'm serious. You have talent. Why don't we take a stroll and discuss it? You are a very bright girl. Have you ever considered traveling, seeing the world? Now, don't worry about money. An artist should never worry about money.
Love is like a factory.